Welcome everybody to Faculty in Focus. This is part of our mini series. Today we're going to be talking about the Faculty of Computer Engineering and Computational Sciences. Today with us we have Dr. Rita, who's a faculty member, a professor here.
Hello, everyone.
And also with us we have Ahmed, who is a student enrollment advisor.
Hi, how are you?
And my name is Greta. I'm also a student enrollment advisor here at Canadian University, Dubai. Some of you may have already spoken with me or Ahmed. Maybe you guys have spoken with our coworkers, Rachel or Jill or Maya or Dushan even. But we're really glad that you guys joined us today. And if you're watching this later, we're really happy to talk to you as well. So Dr. Rita, I would like to start with a few icebreaker questions just to kind of get a vibe, you know?
Yes, sure.
My first question, I think that one of the overwhelming questions for computer engineering is, you know, the gender thing. Like, how many guys versus girls are there? I don't need like a,
Yeah.
a raw figure, but just like a feeling, because you're one of the few girls in the program, I believe.
Yes, yes. Actually, I don't know why when we talk with girls about computer science, they like suddenly afraid, and uh, it's like it's a major for boys directly. They don't even think about it. But actually, recently and the past few years, more women and girls um, are studying computer science, and they are even joining. For example, me, I am a computer scientist, and I have many colleagues, women colleagues. Even in Europe, there are many, let's say, communities to promote integration of women in this field, because it's really, it's not like a very complex major. Once you are in, you will realize that it's some easy, it's more related to logic. So yeah.
Wow, okay, cool. And how did you get into computer science in the first place?
Okay, since we are talking about women, so in the family, I have my big two sisters, actually. They did computer science. So I was, first of all, impressed by them. So I was motivated, and it was a new major. Uh, I wanted to discover this new thing, the computer world, and I like challenges. So I wanted to go for it. Just I found like it's challenging, so I went for it.
What would you say was the most challenging component of studying it? Because it's not like something that you can just kind of make up. It's a hard science. It's an engineering degree.
Yeah, honestly, I think for scientists, like studying math, computer science, programming, Python, Java, and so on, it's like studying. But I believe that the most and the hardest thing in studying computer science is to find innovative IT ideas for projects. Because, today, like we have a lot of applications. Today, computer science is not like 10 years back. So in order to excel in this field, you need to find innovative ideas. You need to like try to find that's it. So just to try to apply this knowledge in a creative way.
Yeah, I can imagine that would be incredibly difficult. It's hard enough just to keep up with like what the kids are doing these days on TikTok, let alone
Yeah,
computer science.
exactly.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your very interesting answers. If you could, would you be able to share your screen so that we can start your
Yes.
presentation?
Today, I'm going to talk about 7 points, 6 points mainly. First of all, I'm going to present the faculty and professors in the FEAST, Faculty of Engineering, Applied Science and Technology. I'm going to explain and discuss our program offerings with the methodology, the career opportunities in computer science. I'm going to talk quickly about CUD's accreditation and the international and local ranking, the Canadian Higher Education Delivery Method, and the benefits of studying at CUD. So, first of all, I'm going to present my colleagues. I will start by Dr. Sharif Musa. Dr. Sharif is the Dean of our Faculty of Engineering, Applied Science and Technology. And, oops. Okay. So Dr. Sharif holds a PhD in electrical and computer engineering from the University of Quebec in Canada, and his research areas are related to wireless communication, computer networks, and VLSI design. Dr. Adel Ben Munawir you will see him in most of the networking courses. Dr. Munawir holds a PhD in computer engineering networking from Yokohama University in Japan. And most of his research and teaching courses are related to networking technologies. So Dr. Ziad and Dr. Ahmed, you will see them mostly in mechatronics courses, but they will teach some courses in computer science. Dr. Ziad holds a PhD in electrical engineering from the University of Ottawa in Canada. And Dr. Ahmed Al-Gindi holds a PhD in electrical and communication engineering from the Faculty of Engineering and Informatics in the UK. Dr. Firuz Kamalov, he's our math professor, so most of the courses and all the program students will see Dr. Firuz. He holds a PhD in mathematics from the University of Nebraska, and the research, Dr. Firuz is interested in machine learning techniques, so most of his publications are related to machine learning, artificial intelligence, and applied to different domains. Mr. Amal Mash'al is engineer in communication engineering from the University of Technology in Malaysia, and basically he's responsible of all labs, so he's our lab instructor, and he teaches different courses related to programming, networking, and even mechatronics courses. So finally me, Dr. Rita Zgheib, so I'm going to present myself. I hold a master's in computer science from the University of Toulouse in France, and I hold a PhD in computer science focused on artificial intelligence from the University of Toulouse as well in France. I have 5 years experience, teaching experience in France, in several cities and universities, university in Castres, Albi, and Bayonne. I joined CUD and the Faculty of Engineering in August 2019. I teach several courses in computer science focused on programming like Java, Python, database design, software design, software quality, and so on. My research interests are related to Internet of Things technology and artificial intelligence. These two techniques merge together to build smart homes and smart cities. I'm as well interested in healthcare applications and how to use AI and IoT for disease and epidemic detection. I have published several conferences and several publications in international journals and conferences in collaboration with several known and recognized researchers and labs in Europe, such as France, Italy, and Norway. So this to start, we went through the different faculty members, and now I'm going to move to our program offerings. So Faculty of Engineering, Applied Science and Technology includes two main departments, electrical engineering and computer engineering and computational science. So today I'm going to focus on this second department. And before I start talking about our programs, I'm going to start by sharing with you the top trends in computer science. And I believe most of you have already heard about these technical terms and even have seen many applications that embed artificial intelligence, big data, augmented reality, Internet of Things, cloud computing, blockchain technology. So briefly, computer terms, or let's say the trends in computer science, are mostly used and from the beginning to improve the quality of life. So whenever we need to improve the quality of life or to create an application, when we find a need, we need to find the way. And the way today is computer science technologies such as artificial intelligence. So it's the brain of any machine in order to allow any robot to move forward, backward, to use data. So maybe you can change, because for me, I'm changing the slides. So now we are in
Oh,
top trends in computer science.
okay. Because
So you are the one who is moving
I
them
can
for me.
move it from here, yeah. I don't know why I
Okay.
have access. It was
So we
confusing.
were playing.
Sorry.
Okay, I was surprised someone is moving the slides. I just
Okay.
realized.
So now
Okay.
now we're here, right?
No, you
Or
can move.
after?
Yes, this slide, please.
Okay,
So if
okay.
you want, I can
So
ask you
I'll
to move to next slide
yeah,
if there
perfect,
is a
perfect.
delay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So I was talking about the different trends in computer science, and actually all of them embeds the brain of any machine. Like in order to allow a robot to move forward, backward, to change the behavior of the arms, to move it, and so on, we need a program. And this is and what we use as technique in a program on in computer science, such as artificial intelligence, big data embeds the huge number of data that we have. Of course, you all have accounts in Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, for example. So to analyze all of these data that we have today, we need technologies and techniques that we call big data techniques. The Internet of Things is a system where we use sensors and we implement them around a person to make and to create a smart environment. We can create a smart home, a smart city. So when we connect these different sensors and we connect them to the internet, we start receiving the information and the data from these sensors. We analyze the data. For example, we turn on the light, we turn off the light. We ask if you have Google Home, you ask, okay, Google, please turn on the light, turn off the light. So all of these applications are kind of Internet of Things merged with big data and artificial intelligence. We need a storage. All of this data, we need to store them in a place. So we have the cloud computing that is today used and wisely used today to store all the data, and blockchain technology is used to secure the data, especially in banking system and government applications. Can we move to the next slide, please? Okay, so all of these technologies are used today in different domains, are used to create intelligent transportation, to have online schedule for buses, for metros, and so on. Internet of bodies, most of you have connected watches, bracelets, and so on. Banking and fintechs, exactly. Thank you, Greta. Banking and fintechs, you all download the applications, you perform all the transactions online. Bioinformatics and health, smart cities, where you connect all your accounts, and the government is connecting, for example, DIWA with the gas, with all of these services. So to be part of all of these technologies, the Faculty of Engineering and Applied Science and Technology offers three programs: Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, Software Design, and Cybersecurity as Bachelor of Science. And we have one special program called Bachelor of Computer and Networking Engineering Technology. So it's not a Bachelor of Science, it's a technology, engineering technology. So I'm going to present the different programs now. Next slide, please. Okay, so the first three programs, the Bachelor of Science, all of them, you have to finish 124 credit hours, and all of them needs a very good foundation in math as well. All of them, they have similar courses the first 4th semester, and later on you specialized, it depends in computer science, software engineering, or cybersecurity. So in computer science, students of course, will learn programming languages such as Python, Java, SQL database, networking courses, algorithms, new courses that are really up to date today, data mining, artificial intelligence courses. And students graduated in computer science have a wide range of careers options that they can choose. Systems engineers, project managers, project engineers, test engineers. They can choose hardware or software, let's say engineers, computer network security, system analysts, IT managers, and so on. So I have added the link to at the bottom. So of course, the details of all the courses, you can check them on our website. Next, please. So the Bachelor of Science in Software Design, again, the first 4 semesters are similar to all the Bachelor of Science programs. 124 credit hours must be completed by all students. Very good foundation in math is required, and students will learn programming. And in this specialization, software design, we will be focusing more on game design, software architecture, software quality, and human-computer interaction. So students graduated with this Bachelor of Science in Software Design will most likely be software engineer, project manager, because you will also learn how to manage. So you will have a course like project management and so on. You can be, of course, as career, you can choose, or you can be computer programmers, software developers of mobile applications, web developers, software engineer. So for the Bachelor of Science in Cybersecurity, again, same foundation in math and programming, 124 credit hours. And the focus in the latest, the last semesters will be on the security principles and practices, cryptographic algorithms, the ethics of computing, and mobile and wireless security. So students graduated with cybersecurity specialty can be chief information security engineer, forensic computer analyst, information security analyst. They can perform penetration tester and evaluation. So they can work in government sector, banking sector. Banking sector is the most sector where you really need and they need cybersecurity engineer and forensics and penetration tester. Next, please. So again, I have added the link. You can check all the details and the courses on our website. Now, the Bachelor of Computer Engineering Technology is a special. I have a question. Can a person graduating from cybersecurity qualify as software engineer? So again, if you want to specialize in software engineering, so you need to choose software design. We have a bachelor specialized for this software engineering specialty. However, cybersecurity is specialized in cybersecurity. So the last 2 semesters will be focused on all security related to computer science. But of course, you can work as a developer or so you will have the foundation for software engineering, but it will be more focused on security courses. So I will move on to the Bachelor of Computer and Networking Engineering Technology. So this major is less focused on theory and more focused on practical and labs. You will find, and students will learn and will have more courses in the labs. They will have a very good foundation in networking courses. That's why, as you can see, the careers opportunities are wide, but related to network administration, network security, system administration. You will have some courses related to principles of marketing, wireless networks, system analysis and design, and database design. You will as well have courses and you will be prepared for many courses such as CCNA and also cloud computing certifications. So you will have a good foundation in labs and technical ones more than theory. Next, please. So these are all our program offerings. Now, let's talk about the career opportunities in computer science. I believe most of you know that computer science and software developers are number one and top jobs today. There are a lot of job opportunities. Next slide, please. So what type of person becomes a computer scientist? Simply people who are creative, problem solvers and curious are the most, let's say, demanding people and the people who become computer scientists. Next, please. So computer science graduates are in greater demand than ever and can expect prosperous job and graduate school opportunities. Next, please. I have chosen some statistics to show you, for example, here the career opportunities in computer science and the annual step openings vs the recent college graduates. And as you can see, the first item, computing, there are much more jobs offering than graduated students, which is really very important because at the end, when you graduate, you need to find a job. This is your target, right? So you need to choose a domain and a program that is really demanded in the market. And as you can see, for example, life sciences, yearly, there are much more graduated students than job offerings. Next, please. This is another statistics as well, and this includes the fast-growing occupations from 2018 and till 2023. And as you can see, the software developer applications and computer user support specialists have grown with 15% and 7%. So again, in US and the report in 2020, the 100 best jobs in 2020 shows that the number one is software developer, as you can see. And as you can see briefly in the description, software developers need to be innovative, creative, and of course technical in order to succeed in this field. So we talked about US. In the next slide, I'm going to show you in the UAE. So as you can see, the top 10 most demanding jobs in Dubai in 2021. This is a report that has been published in April 2021. And as you can see, IT and software developer, as well graphic designer, is number one of the top and most demanding jobs today in Dubai. Next, please. So I'm gonna take two questions now. From Rami. Hello there. Do you have to be the best at math to do good in a computer science degree? So you should have like one of the conditions for recruitment, I think, for registration is to have more than 70% on math and science, right? Yeah. So, but in any case, as you have seen, you have many courses in computer science. You will have calculus 1, calculus 2, discrete math. So we will provide you a wide range of courses to help you get better in math and to give you the foundation in math. So there is no specialization in AI, artificial intelligence. Again, artificial intelligence is a big name, let's say. For example, one of the programming languages that, let's say, build a application is Python. In our programs, we teach you Python. We have several courses, and we teach you how to build applications that embed artificial intelligence. Okay, but there is no specialization under the name artificial intelligence. But we give you all the foundation and all the needed technologies and programming languages to do and to create applications with AI. Okay, so I have answered the questions. I think we can move to the next slide, please. So all our programs have been accredited by the Ministry of Education, Higher Education in the UAE, and all our programs have been developed along with partnership with leading Canadian institutions, both in the delivery of our curriculum and the pursuit of first-class research. Next, please. We have a partnership with the prestigious Queen's University in Ontario, and we have the 2+2 transfer program. Please note as well that the 3 programs, the Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, Software Design, and Cybersecurity, they have been created with partnership with the Queen. So you can see that our courses are exactly similar to what the Queen's University offers. You can start studying in the Canadian University of Dubai, and then you can move to Canada, and all the courses will be they will be recognized as well. Next, please. Know that Canadian University Dubai is in the top 650 universities worldwide, and the top 4 in the UAE based on the 2022 QS ranking. Next. So this was just a quick view of the CUD's accreditation and the international and local ranking. Now I'm going to talk about our methodology and the Canadian higher education delivery method. Next, please. So most of our courses are accompanied with the latest technologies and labs to ensure that our students are trained to hit the ground running when they join the workplace. So we have all the programming languages. Sometimes or most of the courses, professors will ask you to work in a group and to tackle real-world problems and to solve problems from real worlds and try to find innovative solutions using the technologies that you are using in class. We really support your ideas. We participate in many IEEE competitions. We have robotics competitions. So we support all the students with innovative ideas to implement their projects and so on. That's it. We have very advanced labs, and all the courses includes either projects or labs to accompany the theory related to the course. Next, please. So finally, why joining CUD? Next, please. Okay, so in our department and CUD, we have highly skilled professors from Canada, Europe, and US. And please note that we have 2 new professors joining the Faculty of Engineering and specialized in computer science this fall, and they are all coming from prestigious universities from Canada. So CUD offers, and we have advanced labs. You have the option to graduate in Canada to start first year or 2 years even in Dubai, and then to continue to Canada. Our location is City Walk, and the students' life in the CUD is very special. And of course, the multicultural student community in CUD is as well very interesting and special. Next, please. So if you are interested in this domain, you can pass by the administration department in City Walk from Sunday till Thursday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. You can send an email to ard@cud.ac.ae to take an appointment. You can visit our websites, www.cud.ac.ae. You can even go and check all our programs. They are all, and check the study plan. You can take a look and see all the courses that we offer along all the semesters. And if you are interested in any of these degrees, please consider choosing Programming 1 or Elements of Computing in the first semester. Next. So that's it. Now Yes, last one. So now I'm open to hear all your questions. I can see
Yeah,
one question already.
I have a lot in the list
Specifically
here.
important subjects in computer science. Sorry?
Sorry, Dr. Rita, your voice was breaking.
Can you hear me
Can
now?
Yeah, now it's perfect. All right. Can I
Okay.
start with the questions like from
I
the
have
beginning?
I have one question. Should I take it from Atif, I think, or you
Yeah, yeah.
will manage the
Sure, it's fine, it's
questions?
fine. Yeah, I can manage because
Okay.
I have a list. Like I keep recording all the questions from the beginning.
Okay, okay.
I have it.
Okay.
So
Because I was
some
answering the questions. Yeah.
No worries, no worries.
Okay.
So someone is asking about the most promising branch in computer engineering in the future from your perspective. That's a tough one.
Ah, yeah,
That's a
that's
tough
a
one.
tough one because it's it's somehow it depends on each person and what he likes. In any case, the first 4 semesters, as I said, are common to all majors, and you will be taking all courses from cybersecurity to software engineering to computer science. So students will be able to discover all the majors, okay, and then where they find themselves they can choose. But to be honest, all the computer science domains are promising. Cybersecurity is widely demanded in banking sectors, government, software engineering. As you can see, it's not top one. Computer science with artificial intelligence and data mining specializations, because of course we offer bachelor. Later on, students can choose a master's degree with specialization related to AI, even cybersecurity, and so on. So honestly, it's a tough question. You can choose anything. I promise you, it's promising.
So, Dr. Rita, in the first 2 years, they will be studying common subjects among all the majors, and then from the third, they
Exactly.
would be starting the focus on whether cybersecurity or software design and so on. So they
Yes,
can
but
actually
pay
change. In the,
attention.
yeah.
Yeah, they can. But pay attention. The computer engineering technology is a different program. Okay, it's more focused on technology, on labs. It's not a Bachelor of Science. Just I want to to make sure that
Okay.
it's clear for everyone.
Actually, that's another question that I receive from
Okay.
one of my students, like the difference between computer networking engineering and computer science.
Mhm.
What is the difference exactly between these two majors?
So again, a Bachelor of Science, it's a Bachelor of Science. There are different categories usually in degrees, but the computer engineering technology is not engineering, just to pay it as well to clarify. It's engineering technology, it's IT, it's more focused on technology. So if you want, you are ready to work directly. So we focus on most technologies in the market today, such as a cloud, such as programming languages, networking courses. We provide all courses and we prepare you for certifications. And however, the Bachelor of Science, it contains more math courses, more theory courses related to computer science, artificial intelligence. So that's the difference actually.
Okay, okay. Um, so someone is asking if physics is a very important subject in computer science. I'm not sure if he means that if he wants to apply, like, is it an admissions
Yeah.
requirement, or are you talking about the physics as a subject to study in computer science? So we can answer both actually. Greta can answer the admissions
Yes.
requirement, and Dr.
Eh,
Rita can answer the
Yes.
if it's an important subject to study within or during the program. Dr. Rita, you can
Okay.
go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. So for the computer science major, it's not required. There is no course related to physics that will be offered. So this is regarding computer science. As for the administration, Greta, please go ahead.
From like an acceptance standpoint, no, it's not required for any of the computer science majors either. Like you mentioned before, uh, for the most part, you just have to have like a 70% average. However, for that's for like network engineering technology. For computer science, software design, cybersecurity, It depends on what curriculum your school is. So there's a difference between the American curriculum, the British, CBSE, etc. So depending on the curriculum and what stream you're studying, you might need somewhere from a 70 to a 90% to get into these programs. But the best way to find out if you're going to get in is just to contact one of the student enrollment advisors here at CUD. And we're always available. We'd love to talk to you guys. It's really easy. Just WhatsApp any of us, send us your transcripts. We won't judge. And we can, kind of guess if we think you'd get accepted or not.
Perfect. Thank you so much. So yeah, another one also was asking about physics, if it's like a hard level in computer science or not. I think we've answered that.
Python, I think the next one, no.
So someone is asking that he studied Python in high school. Will it be a disadvantage if he doesn't know how to code in Java and C++ if he would take this course?
So again, I will be teaching you personally, actually, Java and Python. So you will be taking the first programming course in all the majors degrees, even in computer engineering technology. So for the 4 degrees, the first programming course will be Python, and I will be teaching you. So from scratch, you don't need to have any background. Java will be taught in later semesters. Okay, so there is no problem even if you don't have any background in programming.
All right, perfect. So has there any information whether the classes would be online or in classes? That's the million-dollar questions.
Yes.
We we are still waiting. So our classes now, for the people who didn't come to the City Walk, which I would recommend everyone to come and visit our classes and City Walk. It's been designed to accommodate the hybrid classes. We are ready if it's online. We are ready if it's physical. We are ready if it's both. Hopefully, we want to see students again to the campus. So we're still waiting for the Ministry of Education along with the management of Kenya University Dubai to finalize that. But we will let all of you know as soon as we get to hear a final confirmation about the fall intake classes. This is a question to Greta, actually. Someone is asking about the scholarship. 85% in CBSC. Would he be eligible for academic scholarship?
Yes, that would potentially award you a good 20% academic scholarship for the first year of studying here at CUD. That goes for anybody. So if you have an 85% average or above, then you should definitely save your parents some money and apply for a scholarship. It's really simple, you guys. Once you are an admitted student here, meaning you've been accepted with your transcripts, you just go to our website, print out one of the scholarship forms, and email it to scholarships@cud.ac.ae. And I recommend that, absolutely.
Perfect. The MSAT, is it important to get into CUD if we are talking about computer network engineering and computer science? I think this is also for Greta.
So actually for these degrees, you don't need to take any MSATs. The only thing you need to take is some sort of English proficiency test, and it can be an MSAT. If you prefer to take that route, you just need a 1,100. Or you can take a TOEFL and get a 500, or you can take an IELTS and get a 5. But you don't have to take more than one, and any of them is fine.
Great. Question to Dr. Rita. Adith is asking which program would be best to get into top companies. He's talking about Microsoft or Google.
So again, all these companies, they have department for software engineering, cybersecurity, and computer science. So again, it's not like all the companies, they include all of these majors. But maybe software engineer and software design is kind of in most need because it covers a lot of domains, and cybersecurity is somehow specialized in security. But again, all the companies, all top companies, all of them have departments that include all of these majors.
All right, great. The documents that the student need to apply for computer network engineering and computer science. Greta, you
All
want to
right,
answer?
sure. So applying is super simple, you guys. Again, it kind of depends on what curriculum your school is. But for the most part, we just need to see your grades 9, 10, or sorry, 10, 11, and 12 transcripts. If you're American curriculum, we need to see grade 9 as well. And if you're CBSE curriculum, we just need 10 and 12. But so just your high school transcripts, your passport, and the front and back of your Emirates ID, and that will actually get you a conditional acceptance, and your recruiter will help you from that point on.
All right. So thank you, Greta. To add also to what Greta said, later on, we will need the equivalency certificate. This is something very important that you need to consider. As soon as you get the final grades for those whose results are not out yet, as soon as it's out, you will need to apply for the equivalency through the Ministry of Education. It's online. You can call the hotline. It's 800-5115. You can ask them how to apply. They will take you through a step-by-step on how to get the equivalency. It's very easy and straightforward. You don't have also to rush out. Don't be afraid that you will not submit it on time. We will be very flexible, and we will consider the situation. But this is something that you need to consider when you apply, or at least before you register your courses by September. So someone is asking again about the scholarship. So he wrote a different scholarship form and he called the university through the website, and he's asking, does he have to fill the PDF form? So Ali, I can answer that. You can contact your personal advisor, or feel free to drop or to send us your email address, and then we will contact you. We will send you the scholarship forms, and you can apply to all of them. That's a good question from Faiza. I think this is to Dr. Rita. How many students do we have in computer science right now in the last batch?
Wow. Actually, we opened in the spring, and the first, if I'm not mistaken, like around 18 students. So we opened in the spring, and we already got 18, and we opened a little bit late, and we had 18 students in the first class, actually.
That's great.
Yeah. Even more, I'm not sure, but I think like around 18, 19.
And I think now it's like I'm receiving a lot of applicants to computer science and the other branches under computer science.
Yes.
We have
Now it's much more.
almost like 900 applications now that we are
Yeah.
going through all of them. So no, it's really popular now, and
Yeah.
and as you said, actually, it makes much more sense when I saw, and I was actually surprised. And thank you very much for sharing this information about the career opportunities here, and the like the opportunities that are opening, and the graduates. There's a big like variant in between. So it makes much more sense that the students actually want to go and proceed. They will find a lot of opportunities out there.
Can I ask a question?
Sure, please.
Yeah, I'm wondering, like, what sort of projects do you do as a, computer science
Wow.
major, basically?
You've read your mind, Greta. See, I have it
Thank you.
here. I wanted to ask the same question.
And
Yeah.
thank you so much. Thank you so much for asking the question, because the past 2 years I joined in 2019, and I really had a pleasure to work with all the students in many interesting projects. I can share some of them. We worked on a music application one of the very interesting two applications. One that is really popular now, and it's crime detection system that we created with a graduated student. This application and this project attracted the police in Dubai and in Sharjah, and we are working in collaboration with them. And this project is to enhance and to collaborate with the police. It's based on AI, artificial intelligence techniques, to detect the emotions and the body language and the faces of criminals in a bank. So when they arrive, we can directly detect from the emotion, the body, from if they have like guns or something, so we can detect it. We also worked on COVID-19 detection application. So based on some data from Al-Zahra Hospital. So this is more related to my research, and some of the students worked with me to create, we created an application, and we insert some of the symptoms, and we can help the hospitals to reduce PCR tests, and they can detect if a person is a potential, of course, or the percentage is high with these symptoms. So these are some
Wow.
of the applications. We have much more, because in one class, for example, if you are 40 students, each four students work on a different project. So these are the projects in my mind, but we really work in very interesting. And our main, let's say, idea is to have innovative ideas to help humanity and our society. So we always try to find and to use the technology and AI to help a problem from our society. That's what I can briefly describe our projects.
This is really nice.
Yeah, wow. No, that really, like, as an American especially, when you mentioned the one that can kind of like detect if somebody's actually a threat or might be more prone to carrying a weapon, that really sounds really, really cool. And like you said, exactly for the better good of
Yeah.
humanity. Like, and I would have never put computer science and humanity in the same kind of topic, you know? It's very fascinating.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, I don't know why people just think about the technique, but actually, in any case, always we need to use the technology for something, for a purpose. So we try to use the purpose to help our society, to improve the quality of life of people, healthcare, and so on.
Wow.
All right. A question to Greta about the scholarship from the second year. How someone get the scholarship in the second year?
Yeah, so on our website, the percentages are really the same, but after your first year, you know, you have a college GPA at this point. So as long as you're maintaining a 3.85, that's the equivalent of having an 85%, then you are still academically qualified for those scholarships and you can keep applying semester after semester.
All
Same
right.
process.
Yeah. Dr. Rita, there is a question that I actually face also from a lot of applicants related to the internships. Would the student be able to get an internship during their study, and how they can actually get one?
Okay, thank you for the question. And I have received a private question as well about the master's degree. So in the feast, I will start by the master's degree, and then I will continue with the internship.
Sure.
So the master's degree, we don't have, as for now, a master's degree in the feast, but we have the MIT Gov. So you can continue the master's degree in this and show this one in the CUD. In the Canadian universities, of course, if you got a bachelor from our university, from CUD, of course, you can continue. And we have successful profiles that have done masters in Canada. Regarding the internship, so you must complete 90 credits before registering to the internship. Of course, we have a dedicated department and CD that helps you find internship if you could not find by yourself. But of course, there is a compulsory course, which is internship by the end of your, like before you graduate.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Rita. There is a question about the subjects. Um, so as a new student, a lot of subjects under computer science are new. to the high school students. So how the university is helping the students to improve or adapt?
Okay, so first of all, I have realized that many students took programming courses. That's very good. But in any case, we start from scratch. So as I told you before, regarding the math, you will be taking all the help, and Dr. Firuz especially helps you even with extra courses and extra hours. But regarding the programming courses, we start from scratch. So you don't need to think about it or worry about your knowledge or the prerequisites. So we will start from scratch. We will help you. We will assist you with all the needed information.
Sorry, I was talking and I was muted.
Yeah, I realized that.
Greta, question to Greta. The required documents for the students who are applying and studying in CBSC right now.
All right, for CBSE students, we need your grade 10. And I know that you guys have had an issue with the boards not coming out, but we can actually accept your predicted grades from your 12th grade year. That's really it for the academic side. Then we just need your passport and your Emirates ID. And that's enough, like I said, for the conditional acceptance. But like Ahmed said, once you do have your final diploma, then you're going to need to get it attested. And you'll also need to get the equivalency certificate. Those are kind of big, confusing words. But once you're in contact with a recruiter here, once you've submitted your application, then we're going to walk you through it so it won't be so foreign.
All right. Thank you, Greta. How many classes per week in computer science?
So students can take between 4 to 5 courses per semester. This is for fall and spring. So this is the number of courses to take. In the summer, they should take 2 courses, summer 1 and summer 2 as well.
Okay. I think he is also mean like how many classes per week or how many?
Okay. I see. For example, if you choose 5 courses, 1 math, 1 English, 1 programming. So for example, for programming 1 the first semester, you will have 2 hours lecture and 2 hours lab. So most of the computer science, not the math, most of the computer science, we teach 1 lecture, 1 lab. 1 lecture, it means 2 hours lecture and 2 hours lab per week.
Okay. Great. Yeah, we'll see one last question because we're running out of time. In your opinion, Dr. Rita, which one is better again, computer science or computer networking engineering?
Okay.
It's very
If I am
confusing
a
also
student,
between
well,
students.
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So, so again, computer engineering technology, again, if you are interested to start working directly, to have all the technologies hands-on, most of the labs, most of the technologies, you can go for the computer engineering technology. And again, the computer engineering technology requires less GPA, if I'm not mistaken. So
Yes.
it depends as well on the GPA. However, the Bachelor of Science, you need to have minimum math and science, mostly basics. So you can see, you can go online and check both programs, and you can see the different courses offered in both, and you can see what is better for you.
All right. Also to add to Dr. Rita's about the admissions requirement between computer networking engineering and computer science, if someone is studying advanced stream, they need to get 70%. If it's a general stream, for computer networking engineering, it's the same, 70%, but for computer science and the other branches would be 90%. And they do have to study science courses during the general stream. If not, we still can look into your application. Maybe you will be required to do an extra non-credit courses. Physics, math is very important, but we take that case by case. It depends on the total or the average score and the grades of each and every subject. All right, we're going to take one last question. Which language are you teaching in the first year in computer science?
Python. So you mean programming language, right?
I don't know. I hope so. I don't know.
Oh my gosh, I would have never
Yeah,
even thought of that.
I would say it's English, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I would say it's
Yeah,
English,
so
but your reply makes much more sense actually. Yes.
yes.
Yeah,
So the
Python.
first year,
Okay.
semester 1 and semester 2, I will be teaching Python, and semester 3, Java. And for other courses such as database, you will learn SQL, the database languages, and you will see other languages with web, for example, and so on. But first of all, Python.
Okay. Thank
And
you
if
so
you're a
much.
12th grader and you already know that there are coding languages, then you're already doing better than me. So, wow. Yeah. Okay. English or Python.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, okay, it is 7 o'clock, which means it's time for our faculty and focus session to wrap up. Thank everybody for attending. Thank you guys for the awesome questions. It's been a really fun and engaging program. Thank you, Dr. Rita, so much for imparting your wisdom
Thank
upon
you.
us and explaining all the different programs. It was really awesome to meet you. And thanks, Ahmed, for coordinating this whole thing. Running a great
Thank
show as
you.
always.
Thank you, Greta. Thank you,
Thank you,
Dr. Rita.
Greta and Ahmed, for
All
organizing
right.
this event. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Awesome. Have a good night, everybody.
Thank
Have
you.
a good
See you.
night. See you. Bye bye.
Bye.